You know what? Being in Botswana, this is definitely my first ever real estate video. I mean, when you think of real estate, you imagine building houses for humans. But guess what? This guy is a genius. He's actually building apartment, townhomes, I mean, luxury homes just for chickens to chill, man. Wow. My goodness. See, this is beautiful, man. This is the home for the chickens.
Yes. I wanted it to look good so that the people passing here the road can see that this guy is serious.
What happened for you to switch from being a teacher to a portifer?
Well, I think I'm one guy who looks at a niche in the market to say what works, what would work best. You understand?
You didn't collect your eggs. You just come and pick the eggs
Yes,
up.
we just
That's
come and
it.
load. We just come and load.
People go into what they see, being resilient, working for a long period.
Anytime that I feel so down to give up on what I do, another African fills my soul and spirit with something new. I mean, I feel like it's about time for me to travel to every single country in Africa to celebrate African excellence. Listen, DJ, give me that song. WODEMAYA,
Mr. Ghana, baby, Africa to the world. WODEMAYA.
Listen, I am blown away because I found myself in Botswana, and what I'm seeing is actually done by a young African. Can you guys believe it? See, I have hope in Africa now, and I must agree with Kwame Nkrumah that indeed, my brother, a black man is capable of managing his own affairs.
How are you, man?
Good to see you, man.
You're so welcome, man, because I'm a fan.
Oh, you're a fan?
A very big fan.
You see, you have to be a fan of WODEMAYA to be able to do something like this. Because I believe that the stories that we tell across the continent inspires people like you.
No, definitely. Definitely, because a lot of us follow you. And you know, like, as we were coming here, I was telling people that I'm coming to see you. They're like, hey, so you know that guy? You must be big. I'm like, no, the guy's bigger than me.
No way. See, I am here to celebrate you. Bro, when we drove in, I'm like, is that owned by a white man? Because that's so huge. You're not white?
No. I'm still black.
You're still black?
I'm still black.
A big round of applause, man.
Wow, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. From you, it means a lot. It really means a lot.
Bro, the entire Africa is behind you.
Wow.
And before I even start this video, I want you to, first of all, like this video, because what this guy has done, I think the only way for us to appreciate and encourage him is to like this video. And the next thing is share to a family member, share to another African, because we are on a journey to inspire more Africans to go out there and do stuff like this.
Wow.
My brother,
Wow.
who are you, man?
My name is Ndinaye Chengeta, a citizen of Botswana. I used to be a teacher, but then I later quit because I had very big dreams. I wanted to become a millionaire. So that's how I ended up here in farming. So after I quit, I decided, hey, let me take my money, invest it somewhere. So I came up with this. This is my dream. I want to become a millionaire by end of this year.
We'll make that dream a reality. How you see, I think we need to be intentional in making Africans millionaires.
Definitely.
How can we help your dream of becoming a millionaire by the end of this year?
Well, what happens is that I'm spending a lot on this farm because on a monthly basis, I'm spending more than 40,000 here.
Wow.
Because when you look in front of my farm, you can see that there's a lot of heavy construction taking place there. I'm trying to get married next year in this venue. So I have to make sure that it looks the part.
Invite me.
You will definitely be here.
Invite me. These days, I'll be going for too many weddings, man. And I'll come with my wife, by the way. No. So let me know, what is this place all about? What are you doing here?
Well, what happens is that this we constructed yesterday.
Okay.
We're doing this yesterday. We are supposed to put the fencing all around. We are going to be putting different exotic birds in these structures.
Okay.
Our guinea fowls will be moving from that side. We've got roughly around 400 guinea fowls. We need to paddock them because they are going into the laying season. So meaning that when they go into laying, the males start fighting. So therefore we have to divide them nicely here, all over this place, that side. So by end of this week, all these structures will be complete with fencing and everything. That's what those guys over there are doing.
So let me understand. Are you a poultry farmer? What do you do in general?
Right. My main focus is on poultry.
Okay.
But while I'm doing poultry, I don't want to put my eggs in one basket.
Okay.
That is why this side I'm doing poultry, but I'll explain to you the model that I'm using in terms of farming, because there's part of what I'm doing as my own aspect of poultry farming. Then there's what I do for others as well. Because these poultry units that you see this side,
Yeah.
are leased out, all of them. There are 40. They're all leased out by tenants, which are different Botswana, who do not have land, water, as well as resources. So what we do is we accommodate different Botswana who bring in their layers here to come and run the business. We run it for them. We've got employees here who run for them. Automated water, as you can see, we've got 2 boreholes in this farm, which runs the whole facility. So generally, we take care of the project for them. They simply come on weekends to come and do the cleaning for themselves, collect the eggs and go and sell.
How long have you been doing this?
Well, I started this project in 2021, but the model was different because when we started it, it was a group of people sharing a single unit. But then we figured that it would not work for us because there were too many group dynamics.
Are you saying you failed?
We failed. We definitely failed dismally. So after we failed, we took a break. Then we came up with a new model where everybody owns their own unit. As you can see, it's one individual on unit 10, just like that.
Wow. I really want to go in there so that I can understand more of what is happening.
By all means.
I am super excited to be here, man.
Wow.
Woo! So these are the units.
These are the units.
See, you're not just doing farming, but actually doing real estate.
Yeah, because I'm building.
You're building.
No, definitely.
How many units do you have?
I've got 40 units, which is 10, 10, 10, 10, which is 40 in total.
And each unit got how many?
It's got a single tenant with a single cage. So what we do is when we give them a unit, we give it to them with a single cage, but they're allowed to bring in a second cage in order to expand.
Wow. So each cage got how many layers?
It keeps 96 layers. So that's 96 times 2 maximum for them to be able to provide the market out there.
Multiply that by 40 units.
That's technically 4,000.
Yeah.
But if they multiply to two cages, that means we are going for 8,000. Yeah.
So like each person owns
a single unit
single
like
unit.
this. Yes.
And these people are people that could not afford a land.
Land, water. Because remember, water, not everybody has water. For you to dig a borehole, you are likely to hit a blank. So I've got 2 boreholes in this farm, which yield 6 cubic each. So what we then decided was to share our water with others. So what happens is, once they come in, they pay us our 900 cooler, and within that 900 cooler, they've got the cage, they've got the water, and they've got laborers who take care of the place, as well as a security guard who works here at night.
So you provide a labor too?
Labor too.
As part of the 900?
Definitely.
That's affordable. Can I have one unit here?
Definitely, you
Please.
have the last one. Which
I have
is
the last one.
occupied.
No. I have the last one. I'll pay for it so that I'll have like some layers. So very soon I'll be advertising my eggs in this country, man.
Wow. So
Wow, like I'm
can
super
go into
impressed,
any of
man. This is the first time I'm doing a video like this. Oh my goodness. Oh wow! Look at the eggs, man. How do you pick it up?
Yeah, you just pick and we put them here.
Can I
on the side.
pick eggs?
You may.
Oh my goodness. Like I'm so excited to be here. Jeez. Ah, hey, don't touch me. No, I'm just picking the eggs for you. Wow. This This is beautiful. Like when I quit YouTube, I just want to stay in the farm
Wow.
because I feel like it excites me so much. Like, you know, I'm exhausted, but seeing you,
Yeah.
I feel so happy, man.
Wow. So you see, those guys over there are some of the tenants. They are probably here to collect eggs as well.
So they come and collect their eggs?
Yes.
This is impressive. I just want to know, how do you feel being a tenant in here?
It's a great feeling actually, because you can actually go to bed and have a good night's rest, knowing that you don't need to worry about the person who looks after this, you know, because usually what happens is once you go off, they follow you, going to the drinking place, and then when they know it's time for you to come back, they come back just on time to meet you back at the
So,
So knowing that there's somebody there constantly taking care of the feeding, making sure there's water, collecting the eggs, packing it nicely for you, it's such a relief.
oh,
Yeah.
so you don't even collect your eggs, you just come and pick the eggs up.
Yes, we just come
That's
and
it.
load. We just come and load. Yeah,
So
everything would be just piled up for you.
And you come, you load it, and you go away, just like
The
that.
feeds, you know, they feed them daily. They collect the eggs daily. Yeah.
That's impressive.
So all we do is just the cleaning, nothing else.
I mean, you're a tenant, so sometimes you have to clean your own house. That's real estate right here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's impressive.
Very impressive.
So you're taking the eggs to the city to sell
To
it,
sell, yes.
and you make your profit. So will you say it's worth it?
Very much worth it.
You know, I've done a lot of videos, and I've never seen this concept anywhere.
Wow.
Yeah, and I want to know, where did the idea came from?
Well, what happens is at the very beginning,
Yeah.
I had a situation where I started off with my borehole. Now, when I had water, my grandmother gave me a few goats. Now, with those goats, I built a kraal for them. I kept them here until one day a friend of mine comes here and says, hey, listen, since you have water, can't I put a kraal next to yours and you supply me with water, then I pay you rental. Now, the amount of rental that he gave me was enough to pay the employee for both of us. So I realized, oh, so this works. And mind you, there was zero grazing. So meaning, this guy, my employee was only feeding. So I realized that, okay, fine, I can go more crawls. So I talked to more of my friends to say, hey, don't you want a crawl at my farm? They're like, no, I'll get a crawl at your farm. So I charged them 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 until we had 10 crawls. And these guys, I was like making 9,000 and paying the employee his 1,000. So I realized this thing can work. How do I then modify it such that I can also do it for the chickens as well? So that is how I spread to this.
Wow. This is impressive. But what really inspires you? You are a teacher,
Yeah.
and you decided to now become a poultry farmer. What happened for you to switch from being a teacher to a poultry farmer?
Well, I think I'm one guy who looks at a niche in the market to say what works, what would work best, you understand? Because initially, after I quit teaching, I started video production. From video production, I became a DJ. Then from DJ, I realized that, hey, here, if anything happens to me or I grow old, I won't be able to sustain. So let me try to do something that is sustainable. So one day, I got a tender, which was at over 2.4 million. It was for film production for a certain company which was doing a program on HIV. So once we were done with the program, I decided, you know what, I'll never get a job like this. Why not take my money and go and invest it on something that I can see? So that's how I came. I bought land here so that I can now see all my money, where the money went. So when I put my money here, I realized that, good, now I'm definitely gone.
Now you said you bought a land here. How many acres of land do you have in here?
There's 12 hectares of good land, which I'm using so well. And like I told you, the backside, which is this side, I'm doing poultry, heavy poultry. Then in the front now, like I said, I don't want to put my eggs in one basket.
Okay.
I decided to put a lodging facility in the front area, just after the parking, the wedding venue, where we will be dancing next year. Then we'll also put an executive camping site on the other side. So I'll take you to that side so that you see the whole concept.
No, we have to check it out.
Definitely.
So this is our first entrance.
Yeah.
What is in here? What do you intend to achieve in this area?
So what happens is with this entrance, I wanted to wow my guests. Then when they walk in, I need them to walk into a good parking lot where now everything can take place now. So what happens is this side, we are going to have 10 units in here, a lodging facility, so that any of our tenants who wants to come and sleep in the farm during the weekend can come and lodge here. Feeds, our people get them directly from here. Our security guards are there.
I thought he was just building an apartment, but come to think of it, he's actually building a city. All you need here is an industrial area where the chickens can be slaughtered,
Yes.
or the cows can be slaughtered, and guess what? That's a city, man.
Now you're thinking like me, because in the end, I want my tenants to now come together and be able to create their own egg trays, to be able to slaughter here, to be able to do basically everything as well as creation of feeds. That's where we are going.
I think what we need right now is other people who also come and be in the same 12, is it 12 hectares?
Yes.
Community, and be like, you know what, I want to build maybe a processing plant in here
Exactly.
so that everything will be within the ecosystem.
Exactly.
No. I heard you built everything in here.
Yeah, I'm the one who built everything that you see here. Every structure.
Are you're a builder?
Yeah.
I mean, when he came up with this concept, what was going through your mind?
He gave me his vision. I sat down, I think a week. Yeah. I had to sit down and look into his vision, and I had to bring it to life. Then we came back together, sit down in the farm, we looked around, what can we do? It's not only his project, we're in this together.
Wow.
Yeah. So we come up with the vision. Now I'm trying to make it
Reality.
reality. And
Wow.
I'm turning it to reality as much as you can see.
Wow.
Everything that is going on here in the farm,
Okay.
around here. Yeah.
That's quite impressive, man.
Yeah.
Wow. So, but you have to charge him more money, man.
Yeah, he knows.
He's
I'm the one who's scratching his pocket.
scratching his pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. So, meaning something like this never existed in the country.
Never. We are the first ones to do this.
That's visionary right there.
Yeah. We are the first used to do this in Botswana.
That's amazing, man. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you, thank you.
Is this part also rented?
No, that's mine.
Oh.
It's mine, and that's why I'm constructing on that other side, so that I can distribute these and go into full-scale production. Now what happens is people here treat guinea fowl meat as an exotic type of delicacy. So that's why we have to multiply this, so that as soon as we relaunch the farm, then we've got a lot of game meat that they'll be able to
Wow.
utilize from this side.
Wow. So which means guinea fowls are expensive in here then?
They're very expensive here. They're more expensive than chickens.
Bro, if you go to Ghana, they're more cheaper than chickens though.
Tell me you're joking.
I'm telling you, man. There's a place that it's the northern part of the country, bro. Like anytime I go there, that's the only meat. I don't even like the chickens. Man.
And mind you, not everybody is allowed to have them. You need to have a license in order to have guinea fowls here, because they are considered game. You understand? So we have permits to be keeping them here.
It's a culture shock, man. In Ghana, guinea fowls are everywhere.
They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
This looks like a sitting area.
Definitely.
What is this place for?
Well, I started construction of this thing last week after I was told that there are schools that want to come here to educate, facilitate, and encourage a lot of their students to go into agriculture. So generally, once they come in, we needed them to have a sitting area where they can relax and maybe, more like go into a tutorial.
You were once a teacher.
I was definitely a teacher.
And you thought you were quitting teaching.
Now I'm back to teaching again.
That's it. That's all I wanted to let you know. That once a teacher will always
be a teacher.
Thank you. You know, I believe that you faced lots of challenges bringing this dream to reality. What are some of the challenges that you faced?
Well, like I told you, it's difficult for most Botswana or for most Africans to be able to pursue their dreams because people don't believe in things that are new.
Wow.
It takes time for you to be able to convince people that a product can work, which means that you need people who can trust you, who can come on board to say, we trust this model. So you also need to be patient because if you're not patient, you'll have one tenant. For 2 to 3 months, you have only one tenant. Now imagine if you then decide, I'm giving up because it's not working. So in our case, you have one tenant, you stick around. You make this tenant happy. Tomorrow you have a second tenant, you move on. So people need to learn how to be resilient, patient, to be able to say, hey, I'm willing to wait. They should be in that position to say, we are willing to spend, you understand? Because you can't make money without putting money in there. Right now, look at how long I've been pushing this project. I wasn't making money from the beginning. For over 6 years, I haven't made money from this farm, you understand?
Wow.
It's only now, this year, that I can tell you that I'm making very good money, and that is why my progress is fast, because now it's sustainable. People go into what they see being resilient, working for a long period. When they see it working, the first one would say, we don't think it will work. But with time, they see that you are resilient. The other person will talk about your product, like, it seems to be working, let me go in, that guy is making money. Now, the biggest problem that I've discovered is, once you have a house full like we have a house full, then everybody starts swarming in, but it's too late because we no longer have spaces.
Wow. How many tenants do you have right now?
We have 40 tenants.
And are you looking
tenants.
forward to expanding?
Well, we are forced to expand because it's growing very fast. And what we are trying to do now is to try to educate as well as sell the idea to the government to say, listen, this works better than you giving a youth money, then he uses the money for something else, you understand? But you have a product like this, you are able to supervise the money to say, I gave you 100,000, so therefore your project is being supervised, you can't eat your chickens, you can't eat the feeds, etc, etc. All you do is you are selling the eggs, and therefore we know that you are making a profit. That's basically it. That's how you supervise a project.
What is that one quote that keeps you moving?
Die rich or die trying.
Bro, I thought you just have only layers. But looking around, it seems you got every, domestic animal in here.
Man, I want everything because I want my kid to be born in a rich family, you understand? Where we have everything, you understand? So at the moment, we've got pigs, we've got goats, we've got rabbits there, we've got free-range chickens, and we've got ducks, as well as the guinea fowls that we just checked on earlier. So we are also going into horticulture, meaning that we'll be putting in a lot of vegetables.
Would you say being a poultry farmer is worth it?
It's definitely worth it. In my case, it's worth it because I'm making a lot from this. I'm really, really making a lot.
But the mindset that we have as Africans is like, we need to go to school, finish school, go look for a job. But look at what you're doing.
So in my case, I live the part. I talk about farming, I dress farming, I do farming, I'm literally a farmer. Even my Facebook profile is farming.
What does agriculture mean to you?
Well, to me, it's a battle between man and God, because every single day, every space that you don't cover, clean up or utilize, God takes over. Everything starts growing back and God is taking back his world. So every time we are in a battle, I'm trying to take a portion, but he's also fighting to take back.
That's the first time hearing something like that. One thing that I will just also ask, so will you say this is profitable?
This is beyond profitable if you are selling. If right now I could tell you how much we produce in terms of the chickens, Because when the eggs leave this place and they go to my place for incubation, the chicks, we don't even allow them to grow. As their chicks, on the first week, we produce roughly around more than 100 chicks per week. And by weekend, all the chicks are gone. So meaning that you are making a lot on a single weekend.
So you also have an incubator?
We have incubators, yes.
So like 100?
100 chicks,
Chickens,
more
chicks.
than 100 chicks every week.
Every week?
Yeah.
How much is one chick?
A single chick is 50 pula. So at 100, you are probably making 5,000 per weekend.
Multiply that by 4 times in a week.
That's 20,000.
Multiply that in a month.
That was 20,000 for the month. So in a year, you've got multiplied by 12.
No, like that's like 4 times once a week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 20,000 a month.
Yeah, a month.
So 20,000 times 12. Do the math.
Voila.
That's being a farmer, bro. I don't know why you're not changing that perception that you have about agriculture. Listen, I am here to tell the youths that it's about time. Forget about what we learned in the past. It's about time for us to unlearn and relearn.
Voila.
Bro, if you had the chance to change one thing in Africa, what will it be?
The mindset, man. You know, like a lot of people don't believe that things can be done. You know, you'll have a situation whereby, you know, people are scared of being innovative because of what other people will say. So whenever people talk, people stop. In my case, I failed like I told you.
How many times did you fail?
I failed more than 3 times. And the last time when I failed, I lost a lot of money.
Wow.
Now, failure to me is about learning something new. And it's about growing beyond where you were. And right now, look at this. This is like clockwork. It's an oiled machine. It's working so well for me. And like you were saying earlier to say, this is the first time you see such a project. We are open now to go into other countries to instill and install the same model so that people in other countries who don't have land, who don't have water, can also be able to benefit and go into agriculture.
Listen, I think we need to do this. So if wherever country you're from in Africa, I'm just gonna put his number right there. Call him, and if you have a free land, let him build something like this for you. And guess what? You can also be a real estate owner, but in terms of a farm.
Voila. Thanks a lot, man.
My brother, it's a pleasure meeting you. And if you have a message for Africans watching across the globe, what would that message be?
Dream big. We can become millionaires. I'll be a millionaire by end of this year.